Power. These kids don't play my shit, I never had a top 10. Maybe it's cause I sing about violence and depression. They say don't blame these kids, just focus on yourself, friend.
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing, talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, my next reaction is going to be Ren. And this track is Power. Now, I believe that Ren is going to be doing a live Twitch today, I think at 7, to watch that. And I believe that he's doing a live interview. No, he has done an interview, and it'll be uploaded today. Do you know what? I think it's uploaded today. This is only from memory. I've put it onto my Facebook page. So anything what's on Ren's page, I just put it share it onto my Facebook page, and I think it is today as well. I have now just, I'm not even understood yet. I'm just now got my own Twitch page. I haven't uploaded anything yet. I just put my old school, my primary school photo on there as my profile. But it's Uncle Momo Music Reactions. Follow me there. And I'm just trying to right now to set up the how to do. I'm just trying to understand what is Twitch. I'm just about understanding what is Discord. I really am. I've just about understood what Instagram is. I've familiarized myself with Facebook because I've had it for ages. Then it's the Instagram, okay. Then because of Ren, I've joined Discord, and it's been a long while now, but it's brilliant, it's amazing. I still don't know how to find other people. I don't even know how I found Ren. Now I'm on Twitch, and look, so find me, because I don't know how to find you. That's what I'm saying. So it'll be Uncle Momo Music Reactions. And maybe if you don't mind, help me a little bit. I see there's little ways to help, but I haven't gone into it yet. I've literally just registered today. So look, it's not about me, this is about Ren. So this is Power. I don't know, you know what? Even though we know about Ren and his amazing talents and what he brings onto the table, when you see a track of you just don't know what this track's about, but you see the title, you literally is in the don't know, in a don't know realm. You know you're going to be excited, you know you're going to be, entertaining and everything else, but you're still in that don't know how you're going to be entertained, don't know, or blah, 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 until you press that play button. And that's so refreshing, because there's so many artists out there that I don't even, I don't want to put these artists down on that, because these artists put in the grind and they're really hard-working artists. But what I'm saying is there's some artists that are predictable in some ways, that no matter what title that they give their song or whatever, you know what you're going to basically hear. And it's not down to, I don't know what it's down to, but there's artists of different kind of spices and references, isn't there? So, but I'm saying there's a whole massive chunk of artists that follow that kind of nature. They kind of wait for that hierarchy of an artist to bring in a track, and then everybody kind of follows that kind of similar track I don't know. And then you get the individual artists that you kind of predict the way how they're going to be. And then you got those amazing artists that is a kind of a hold on to your chair moment and put the seatbelt in moment, because even though you got that title, you still don't know what you're going to expect, but you know that you're going to be absolutely mesmerized and you can be blown apart. And so you look forward and you're so excited for that. Those artists come once around a few millenniums. I can't even pronounce millennium. I can't pronounce millennium. I can't pronounce the millennium. How can I not pronounce that word? That's amazing. Look, we'll just go straight into this, shall we? So, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it? I'm really liking it.
Power.
You can dance any way to this song, can't you? Wicked.
These kids don't play my shit, I never had a top 10. Maybe it's cause I sing about violence and depression. They say don't blame these kids, just focus on yourself, friend. Well, if they don't like what I'm doing now, then fuck them. Don't trip, I up the ante, learning licks like John Pashanti, smoking spliffs and popping candy, idolizing Sid and Nancy. Woo! Rock and roll in my soul, bumping, knocking cold on the door, fish and chips and games consoles, council house and violent flow. But life weren't sweet at home. Mum and dad took a trip and they split shalom. What will be, but me, I hate to see my mum alone. Late night crying.
I'm gonna pause it. One moment. One thing, Ren, we gotta talk about your tracksuits because I like them tracksuits, man. I love that old school kind of the retro going. I don't like the new style tracksuits too. I don't know. But going back in like sort of like the 80s kind of style tracksuit, I love that. And I always go and try and find those kind of retro tracksuits to spot around, to rock around with. Space with those retro trainers as well. I don't like those kind of, you know, the Nikes and all that stuff. I just like the flat ones, you know, and you only can get them from, I'm not saying you only can get them, but you don't really find them with the Nikes. It's more with the, like, you know, the likes of your Pumas and all that stuff. Oh, your Adidas. I love the old Adidas styles. But yeah, we could talk about that. And Toshiba. Not Toshiba, Toshini? Yeah, love that. I don't know if that's in Brighton or not, but yeah, brilliant. The track itself, it's a fun-loving vibe. Once again, out 1 year and it still sounds relevant as well. No wonder that it made sense. It was logical for you to bring out your old tracks again and put them back onto the shelf. I mean, statistics shows you on YouTube that as soon as you found Ren, you want to go back into his catalogue. And it, as far back as you go back into Ren's catalogue, it feels like a new album. Especially if you don't know what is Ren or you're going into what is Ren. It's like you've got many of arrays of how to create your own playlist of Ren album. And it's like, it was like a thing, why not I re-put it back on? Because it makes sense. Dive in, and because I don't know how it was for you guys, but when I was going into Ren's catalogues, it was like a wow factor. Almost like I selected it to be better than the other, then better than the other, better than the other. But no matter what other combinations you try, no matter what combinations of you listen to Ren or what kind of playlist you create of Ren, it just sounds amazing. There's not one song that I think, there's not one. There's not an album filler there. Every single one is a, for me personally, I don't know, but every single one of Ren's track is a number one competitor with any artist. Normally you get an album and, you know, at 3 of those songs are your kind of number one competitor. Like 3 of those songs can be a possible chance to compete for a number one spot. And the rest of those songs are album fillers. That's what they're doing at the moment. And I think that's how it's always been. But looking into his every single one are number one competitors. They can compete for any artist for that number one spot. And I'm not saying he's doing it effortlessly and all that. He's got a lot to talk about, but you know, the talent is just oozing out. I just want to point that out. That's all. Maybe I've been blabbering way too much. Apologies, but I'm gonna go back. Just a little bit, like little bit. To about say here.
But me, I hate to see my mum alone. Late night crying, get so high to try to silence sounds of fighting. Through the walls I heard love dying, so I focused on my... That's what it was. I focused on my...
That's you, isn't it? Doing that sample.
Now let's go back. Let's go back. These kids don't play my shit, I never had a gold plaque. My style is old school, but I swear this ain't a throwback. I put my visions into rhythms on a dope track. To understand the place I'm coming from, let's go back. When I was 16, I was a sick teen. I was a victim of my head. I was just 16, up in the kitchen, racking up lines till my nose bled. 16, in an affliction, in an addiction with my dread. I was just 16, I was quite sick then. I was a prick then, I was a pleb, but... fuck it, we're all misguided individuals, life can suck it.
Sorry, to pause it right there. But it's just food for thought as well. It's amazing that you still, and it's a blessing, and it's an absolutely amazing God-given sign, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it, yeah? But as an artist, a vocalist artist, because you can sing and you can rap and everything else, the smoking, the drinking, the drug inhaling, and every kind of combination of medical substance that you've taken, as well as drug substance that you've taken, would it equal that your vocals should be by right effed up? And that you should not by right sing a tone or even a perfect tone. You know, one thing, a number one rule for a singer is don't smoke. If you want that, you know, because you're going to get that croaky voice by the time you reach, you know, the Ren's kind of that age. You know, when you're young, you've got that kind of luxury. You know, you're 17, 18, but stop it by you within that. You just don't do it anyway in the first place. But on top of that, you got the average substance that you're, and then on top of that, you got the medical stuff. So there's so many different kind of combinations of body abusement, regardless if it's for health reason or non-health reason, or the, you know, combination of mistakes and everything else, blah, blah. You should not really have a voice or even a tone one. So it's like, what? It's like Aerosmith. How this Tyler Perry, what's his name? Steve Tyler or whatever. He should not have a vocal with all the substance that he's taken. He should not have Ozzy Osbourne. He should not have a vocal at all. You heard the way he talks. Do you see what he's taken? But when he's on that stage, he's hitting these notes. It's like, what? So it's beyond, I don't know what that is. That's the spiritual, that's the inner soul business, because that is definitely not a health business and body business. By rights, your body is mashed up. But inside your spirit and everything that gives you that momentum, that gives you that life, that's that healing, that's where it's coming from. I just wanted to point that out. I'm going to go back again, sorry. Just a little bit like, to about say here.
All misguided individuals' life can suck it. My cup ain't half full, man, I'm filling up the whole bucket. I'll drink my tears so I can drown my sorrow. Sing like I might die tomorrow. Live note for note, I go for broke on every single song I wrote. And every single song I write brings freedom to my weary mind. A healing that you'll only find inside an intricate design of kicks and snares and fat bass lines. I flip the script until I find my... It is what it is.
This has got to be a gas for
man. On my... Now run the track. Run the track.
That's definitely, you know what, this is a drive playlist song, isn't it? Definitely.
Get it?
I'm thinking, where is that? Okay, that is Upright. It's nice that you're showing the area as well. But this one there, yeah, love it.
Get it?
You know there's going to be many people to the arts for you to produce their track. And I hope that side of you takes off as well for other artists. So that was Ren with Power. And before we start, we have to, like Ren is appreciated and said in his description page, big up to Samuel Perry for driving around. that was, yeah, good driving as well. Well done, mate. You've had your driving lessons. But yeah, big up to Samuel Perry. I think, yeah. And the dancing movement as well. And try not to look in the camera while you're doing your dancing. But it's hard not to do that. But yeah, amazing. The song Power and the details in there about personal life struggles growing up, but also a tongue-in-cheek to other artists that, you know, as you're growing up, you're going to be known. You know? So you're going to have other artists having an opinion and other people having an opinion about you. And right now, he's having some serious, I didn't even think about it. He's having some, as well as having the appreciation of amazing amount of fans supporting him, you've also got the balance of negative people he's seeming to attract as well. Like, I don't even understand that, and I'm not even going to give them any kind of energy by speaking about that. But it's like, wow, why do you people exist? It's like, I know there's a yin and yang to everything, but bloody hell, man, come on. Now, this is a fantastic movement that everybody should easily appreciate and make it gather more momentum than what it is. It's gathering momentum, and it's brilliant, and it will stay. And I feel that by the time when Ren is ready to come back to London, or if he might stay or in Canada or go traveling around the world or whatever after, before he comes back to gets to London, that is still at a relevant substance where he is, you know, that kind of thing. Because I think at the beginning, when Ren hit and he went over to Canada, his thought process was, you know, when he is at a state where he can, you know, physically do what he wants to do, would there still be a fan base for him? That was one of the an unnecessary thought process that he was going through. And, you know, I'm glad that he's been proven wrong I believe, you know, on the journey, that he's seeing that, you know, there's no way that's going to happen, you know? There is no way that's going to happen. We're all there anxiously waiting for you to be at a level where you are happy with, you know, within yourself and body, and so you can go and do what you do best. And we can't wait for that, you know, so we can be there. As well as, you know, we're in your journey right now, and it's amazing. These gems, and I call them Ren gems, and I hope it spreads about, because these are absolutely amazing. The Ren gems, like I said before, you can have so many different kind of combinations to create your own playlist, and it's just amazing contents within them. So too bloody right you put them back out. Every single last one of them. Everything, especially my favorite collaboration, what you've done, is with you and Molly McKenna. That almost made me, every time I pass that around to so many people and it's just silence. That one, especially, mate. I know, like I said, you got everything, but that's my favorite one. And if you haven't seen that one yet, please check it out. Ren and Molly McKenna. But she in herself deserves such an amazing attention. And at the moment, it's, you know, her channel, that needs to be boosted up. Without that, all of the artists that Ren has collaborated for, you know, they should be somewhat reaping the benefits of what Ren's doing, and then they should be doing everything necessary to grab on, because you guys deserve that limelight as well, because he shone that light onto you guys. You know, so you just do everything to get that, because you deserve to be there. So what, hats off to Sam Tompkinson. He's doing the one amazing thing, but I just want everybody else to have that kind of same. He's shone that light on you. So take that opportunity to, you know, please do, honestly. Look, like I said, I've just joined Twitch. I still don't understand it. Please find me, because I don't know how to find you guys. So that's Uncle Momo Music Reaction. I believe that he's on Twitch today around, I think, 7 p.m. But I'll get all the details and I'll put it onto my community page so that every guys know. But until then, look, fantastic song. Love what Samuel's you know, contribution. It was a lovely, you know what, my only small little critique, you should have the car filled up with all your boys in there, and that would have been, you know, brilliant. But it was brilliant there anyway. But yeah, it would have been some, you know, your boys at the background, and I know you got so many to choose from to be in that car seat, but you know what, other than that, brilliant. Until then, I salute you. Boom.
I focus on my. Now run the track, run the track.